What's going on, doozers, and welcome to something different. This is a snapshot update, and as you can see, I don't have my Zoom key, and I'm still wearing my Christmas outfit. I know, it is. But, hey, listen, it's something new, it's something cool, it's something different. And we are playing with the Skulk sensor. It was just released today, and it's a pretty nondescript looking block, but it does something really cool. It generates sound. So what have we found out so far? Well, it can detect sound traveling 8 blocks. So if I'm here, nothing. Here, nothing, 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 nothing. As soon as I get to this 8 block mark, it can hear me. Now, if I'm crouched and sneaking up, it can't. So it's only when you're walking. Even now, like, I'm bouncing around, but I've got the sneak button held and no noise. But as soon as I take that sneak button off, now it gets that noise. So a couple other things we have found out about the Skulk sensor. Bells do not trigger them when it's rung. So if I were to get a bell out of my inventory right now and lay it onto the ground, we're going to see that that's actually going to trigger the sound. But if I hit it, nothing. Even if I put it up here. Now, one would assume that bells would register, so maybe that's something that they're going to fix. I don't know. Something else we have found out is that levers, the output of these changes based on what you're doing. So, for instance, we have a powered off lever. If I power the lever on, it puts a signal out. And if I turn it off, it puts out a lower signal. And I did a little bit of testing. So player walking, running, or jumping stationary, it's going to, now it also seems to be dependent upon where you're at. So if I'm right here, it's different. Whereas if I'm over here, so right here, I output a lower signal. Player jump and move, anvil falling from any distance triggers an output of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the 10 mark, lever turning off, closing a door, trap door, anything like that. At 11, opening a door, opening a trap door, turning a lever on. At 12 is placing an anvil. And at 13 is breaking a block. Now, some of the other things we've determined is it can be used to make a 3-second clock. Now, what I mean by a 3-second clock is 3 actual seconds. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And with that, that noise is also triggering that one up there. So it gives us a way to do some wireless redstone as well, which I think was the whole purpose of this initially. So let's get into the next part, wool occlusion. So the way wool occlusion works is we can change the output that this gets, or where this gets the sound, based on how we put wool around it. Think of it like soundproofing. So what I did is I made a little box here with different color wool, and as you can see, if I'm here, anywhere on this blue, no sound. Anywhere on the red, no sound. If I'm on the green, no sound. But as soon as I get into the yellow and the pink and the orange, so this area here, this pink, yellow, and red area is where its effective range is for hearing sound. And we can quickly look at that and see that that's going to be in a circle around it. Another thing that we have determined with the Skulk sensor is that while it can't hear a item, let me get into this real quick. Okay, turn off. It can't hear a dispenser that's empty activate. Even though that there's an audible sound, it's making that clicking sound, it doesn't register anything. But if I walk up and I put some items in it, so let's go ahead and just put in some redstone dust, it will hear the item hitting the ground. So that's another thing that it's getting as far as sound. Now, there's a lot more testing, and I'm sure there's a lot more tweaks that they're going to be doing to this. I'm sure they're going to take care of making sure that bells activate it, that kind of stuff. But this is just a basic rundown of what the Skulk sensor can actually do as of the current update, which I believe I don't have in front of me. So I apologize for that. I'll have to get it for you. But that being said, this is just a quick idea of what the Skulk sensor can actually do. Now, let's take a look, because one of the other things that they've done in this is new Snapshot Generation. We're going to take this in the peaceful mode, and we'll take it in the creative. And we will just leave everything else as it sits. So they've also changed some of the terrain generation. So we got some of the other stuff in here too. Now, I don't know if it's actually in the game yet or not. Rumor has it that they have added in the caves. So let's just take a quick peek down here. All right, we got a couple of the new amethyst biomes. So like right here, this is that new amethyst biome. We also have the amethyst, we have the budding amethyst, and then the calcite behind that. So let's just do a locate. And can we see what these new ones are? Monument, Nether, Fossil Ocean. Locate biome. Let's see if it shows up this way. And I'm not seeing it. Let's go ahead and hit a Sunflower Plains and TP to that quick. What we're hoping to see is some of the new cave generation. I don't know if it's in the game yet or not. It might not be. Although it does look like the Sunflower Plains are a little bit better for finding the amethyst areas. So I'm not seeing any of the new caves yet. That's probably something that they're still working on for the generation. So I'll have to take a peek into that later. But again, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at right now as far as those Skulk sensors. I can see a whole lot of stuff that we're going to be using those for. So we're going to go ahead and start playing around with them just a little bit and see what all there is to do with that. So as always, guys, I want to thank you. I will post new updates as this new redstone stuff comes out. So that being said, I'm Diamond Doozer, and I'm out.